Okay, we're going to go ahead and look at these top indicators. Based on what we're seeing here at the top with the double crossover, we're going to want to sell, like we just saw in that example. It's pretty simple to understand these indicators. What we're looking for is for the red and green and the black and gray to cross independently. So like right now, it's going below the red, and we're looking for the black and gray to cross each other going up, the red and green to cross each other going up, and when both of those things happen, if they're below the red, we want to buy. So we're looking for a double crossover pointed up. Looks like we're getting a close position here, just like this. At that position we'll buy, and then look what's happening above at the market price. We got some movement up and a continuation in the upward direction. So now it's starting to get into the oversold area, or the blue section on the top, and we're looking for the same pattern but opposite, for them to cross down. So I want the red and green to cross down, I want the black and gray to cross down, and when they do together, I want to sell. And you can see as we sell how there's a continuation and that pressure going down after this, what we call a double crossover. So we're really not that concerned about the black and gray lines crossing the red and green lines, just them crossing each other, or the red and green lines crossing each other, and for them to happen at the same time, like we see here. So what do we do here? Buy or sell? We're below the red, so we want to buy. That's right. And as it crosses up, we have a great buy signal and a continuation that happened right after that. Now a lot of traders ask, well, what happens when you're looking at your indicators and it's in the middle, like it just was a minute ago? Well, we wait. We don't want to trade things that aren't sure. Are there patterns that happen inside that? Absolutely. But these are our gimme patterns. So again, a nice starting to get into the oversold region, the red region, going back into the blue, what we call the overbought region. Our red and green lines and black and gray lines are starting to make their way up. And we'll see if we can't find another good trade to make. Okay, everybody see that? Nice buy position starting to form up on the red, so we would buy. And look what happened immediately after we bought. Up, up, up. Looks like we're getting into a really high overbought position. Notice how both lines never crossed at the same time, which is usually a sign of a run, a continuation in that direction. So we want to make sure we're patient when we get that double crossover going down, and that the cross happens at the same point. There we go. Nice downward pressure. And see how it continued down after they both had crossed. Here's another good buy signal that happened right after. Good crossover going up. And sure enough, next minute formed and the market went up. This is an example of the euro US dollar. The chart time that we're looking at is sped up a little for simplicity reasons, to help see things a little faster than real time. So the real market would be moving a little slower than what we're seeing here. Looks like we've got another cross potentially going up, so we would buy at that point. And sure enough, it goes up and continues in that direction. Another good sell opportunity with the double crossover. Looks like we're getting into the oversold or the red region. So we'd be hovering our mouse for a buy at this point. So I'll leave this running for another couple minutes, allow you guys to watch the market moving as it would naturally, watch the indicators move as they would naturally. Notice how in this one they didn't cross over and then did later. So again, a great example to be patient, wait for those crosses to buy or sell. But see if you can't use these patterns, and see for yourself if you would or would not make that trade, and then just watch the market above and see if you're right, if it did continue or if you made the right decision or not.